welcome to Around a Round Table, the episode where your favorite guests from the Wreck My podcast get together around a round table and talk about nothing and everything. We made it to episode 2, guys, so things are starting to get pretty serious.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get any feedback from episode 1?
I did, actually. I had
How'd they feel about Jar Jar?
They didn't like it. No,
that's a shame.
Yeah, they were saying there's
cool,
a little. They didn't like that we had to deal with trade disputes and
Wait, what?
and a little kid yelling. We're talking about Phantom Menace episode 1.
Now this is pod racing.
So we actually did get a lot of good. We got a lot of good feedback. Like a lot of people wrote in and said, "Oh, I love the new segment show. It's super cool."
Wait, we have people writing in?
Yeah, actually, there's one guy. And it's actually to my address. Like it's a letter. A mailbag shows up of our fan mail.
So it's definitely an old person.
Yeah, so it's an old person. No, actually, one person, Jason Galbraith, he has his own show with his wife called The Jason and Mindy Show.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote in and said he loved it because I kind of ripped off a little bit of how this show is set. His show is very similar to like segments and stuff like that, and doing like little intro musics and kind of things like that. But he pretty much said like, I don't want to invite myself, but I want to be on it. And I was like, I would love to have you on because I listen to them every episode they do, and he's really funny. So I said, give me a few episodes for us to kind of get everything squared away, and then we're going to have Jason on from the Jason and Mindy podcast.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, that's super cool. Now, I'm going to actually introduce my guest this time because I forgot in the first episode because, first episode. So he is the one who knocks. Cam Molidor is here.
I am.
Nice.
The only rod he spared was Hot Rod. Cool beans. We got Kreger.
Beans.
One in the hand is better than 2 not in the hand. We have Joe Kubis. And I never made it to catch 22. I'm still stuck on like catch 19 or something like that. I'm your host, Jordan. I don't know what that reference was to. I ran out of ones.
I was just thinking about that like really famous book, and I was like, "There's no catch 19 in that." I was like, "Jordan, what are you doing?"
Catch 19. Yeah, I'm on. I didn't make it to catch 22 yet. I'm kind of behind on a few sequels.
That's
Yeah, no, he went fishing and thought he had to catch 22 fish, and he's only on 19.
Just 19.
Still a good haul.
Yeah. So that's this show. We're done. Thanks for coming. No,
Bye. I love
we're
you.
going to move into our first segment here, which is our Would You Rather segment. Would you rather? Yeah, that's my sexy voice.
So sensual.
Yeah, very
we need
sensual.
like scotch or whiskey when we're listening
That's
to
true.
that.
Yeah, I
in
think
our
that's the
jazz
only
club.
jazzy song I have on this one. So here's the Would You Rather question that we're going to talk about. Would you rather have it rain constantly or be windy constantly?
Thought you said they're going to get harder.
That is harder. What would you rather do? I mean, both those things kind of suck.
How much, like,
Okay.
how hard is it raining,
So
and
it's
how
a
fast
constant.
are these winds?
It's a constant, like not just drizzle, but like a light rain constantly. So it's like no matter.
So it's not pouring.
So it's not pouring, but it's constantly just like wet and rainy outside, or it's constantly dry but windy the whole time.
How fast of winds?
Like neither one is like crazy gale. Like
All
it's
right,
like 25 mile an hour
I
winds.
remember Crazy Gale.
Yeah,
She was
crazy
nuts.
gale, man.
Good old crazy guy.
Crazy gale.
Shout out Crazy Gale.
Considering that I fell down outside of my apartment today just because it was raining and I'm in a lot of pain, I'm gonna go with wind.
Windy.
I'm gonna go with windy.
Windy. Okay. Now here's my problem with windy. Now rain, yeah, it's kind of annoying because it's always going to be wet outside and
And
going
you
to be
slip and
rainy.
fall outside of
Slip and
your
fall.
apartment.
Yeah, but the difference is wind is not comforting. You could go sit out on the patio and look at the rain and feel very relaxed and listen to that beautiful sound. But when it's windy, that's not
What place do you
relaxing at
own
all.
as a millennial that has a balcony?
I mean, my house has a little like
Patio.
Patio?
that's
You
covered.
kinda have
and
a balcony.
Yeah,
No,
you
I-
have a balcony too.
No, I don't. That's just where all my trash goes. It's my trash shelf.
and the grill, that like UFO grill that no one ever uses,
Yeah.
that has like just caked on crap on
It's
it.
also broken.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. So I would say rain because I honestly hate the wind. The wind is so annoying to me.
See, I'm kind of with you on that one.
All right, Kreger.
Sorry. No, yeah, like wind is just always a nuisance. It's louder usually.
Yeah.
Unless you have a aluminum awning like we do at our house, and it's like tick, 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 like right outside my window. But there's a lot of different things to think about this, because if we're living in California, then rain means Californians don't know how to drive. So
Yeah, but they would adapt to that because it's always
That's
gonna be
true.
raining.
I strongly think they won't. No.
It's just
Californians aren't
inherent
able to-
in our
yeah.
ability. Like we don't have the ability to
But
actually learn that
I'm
here.
kind of with you. Like wind is way more annoying than rain.
Yeah.
And then like the rain brings positivity. You can watch Cam fall down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who turns on the fire for a romantic evening when it's windy out? You only do that when it's raining out.
True. Yeah. I'm
Once
gonna
again,
have to
I
go
don't
with
have
rain
a
as well.
fireplace.
Me
so,
neither.
Yeah.
That's what TVs are for with the Yule log fire
Oh, yeah.
thing.
They do that
You
and just-
do.
and then just burn
space,
stuff.
And then you put space heater on. And then that's what it is.
What movie is that?
Space Heater. Starring Liam Neeson.
It was the sequel to Spaceballs.
Oh, nice. Space Jam prequel.
Yeah, Space Jam, Space Heater. It's how they
Well, I mean,
procreated Michael Jordan for Space Jam.
It was when he
Space
played
Heater.
baseball exclusively.
Yeah,
through his
Space Heater.
heaters.
Hey, Liam Neeson is in a lot of heat right now.
He is.
He's in heat.
Why? What's going on with
Well,
him?
He's trying to mate.
He's trying to make.
Oh, it's Liam Neeson season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, you didn't hear what happened to Liam Neeson?
Yeah, I don't know this either.
He's in a movie
Cam,
that's
you know?
terrible.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Was he taken?
No.
Does he have a special set of skills?
Is he
No.
Qui-Gon Jinn?
Will he find you?
My joke wasn't funny.
No.
I just said a role he played.
was he a character he played?
So he has a movie that I think just came out on Friday or is coming out sometime
Cold
soon.
Pursuit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
are
he-
all his movies the same?
The Fog, The Gray, Cold Pursuit.
Well, this one's supposed to be a little bit funny and lighthearted.
The Commuter.
I've seen. But anyway, apparently he was interviewed and he talked about like years ago, might have been 20 plus years ago, or however old he is. You know, when he was younger.
Yeah.
One of his family members got raped by a black guy,
Mm.
and he said for about a week straight he walked around with like a big metal like bat, and just was hoping like a black guy picked a fight with him. He's gonna kill whichever black guy. Like,
Whoa! Whoa!
Well, also, I
Yeah.
mean, like, if someone raped someone you know,
Yeah.
you're gonna be a little bit
Like,
crazy
he
at first. I mean,
prefaced-
you don't
he-
want to put that towards
Yeah,
just like
he-
a race for
Yeah,
stereotyping.
how about
but
the
still.
specific person that did it?
Yeah.
no, yeah,
yeah.
he seriously said like just like he was gonna like kill any black guy, like, and like he prefaced it by
Why
saying
would you
like,
say that? Even 20 years later,
Yeah.
it's
That
not
I
like back
didn't-
then there was Twitter where they can prove it. Like, why would you say
Yeah,
that?
just bring it up because he's
Yeah.
old and crazy and
That's
white.
true.
That's
he
why.
is. He is.
Yeah.
What nationality is he? He's from like
White.
No, but is he from like Scotland or New
Coruscant?
Zealand or Coruscant?
oh my god,
Isn't that pretty much New Zealand? Coruscant.
I thought you said croissant.
Croissant. So he's French. So yeah, that's the would you rather question. So it seems like Cam's the only one who hates on the rain, and that's also because the rain just raped him.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's walking around with a bat, hoping that a rain's gonna
Hopefully.
pick some fight with him.
Yes.
I'm
I'm gonna
See
fight.
him in the parking lot swinging at the rain.
Yeah, I'm gonna fight all the rain.
Swing at the rain.
Just swing in the rain.
Oh my
Swinging at the
gosh.
rain.
At it.
Swinging
In it.
at the rain.
In and at. Are you? If you're attacking rain, or you're also in the rain
That's
while you're
true.
at the rain.
Unless you're underneath an awning and you're swinging the bat
Still don't know what that
outside
is.
the awning.
Still don't know.
You don't know what an awning is?
Wait, guys, I just tried to look up Taken to find Liam Neeson on IMDb. You know they're coming out with a Taken TV show.
No.
Oh,
way.
really? When is that supposed to come out? Or has it come out?
It's already
We
it's
just don't know.
2017, 2018.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
no
it's
one knew.
already out.
It's kind of like when they made a Limitless TV show that didn't last, and they made a Minority Report TV show that
Yeah,
didn't
it is-
last.
it is
Shout
I
out.
didn't know they made a Minority
Yeah,
Report.
Wilmer Vladimir Valderrama. Yeah, Wilmer Valderrama. He was in it. Is that his
Wait,
name? What's his name?
Fez?
Yeah, Fez was the
Yeah,
main
Fez.
character in it.
Wilmer Valderrama.
Yeah, but
funny
not
is that
Vladimir.
During the opening, all three of us were doing Fez playing an instrument.
Oh, yeah, you were. Fez, what instrument are you playing?
Instrument.
Instrument. That's great. Okay, guys, you want to talk about some beer?
Yeah.
All right,
Alright.
cool. Let's move into it.
All I wanna do is drink beer for breakfast. All I wanna eat is them barbecue.
So that punk song lets us know we're ready to talk about some beer.
Oddly enough, I wish I had beer for breakfast because I ate
Yeah.
a McGriddle on purpose and I wanted to die.
That's a lot of McDonald's going on because Joe just had McDonald's when he got here. Is everyone hungover but me today?
Probably.
Oh, you know you're good?
Well, I mean,
He took a Tylenol PM.
In the morning, so he was hungover before that.
apparently, from what Kevin told me, is Kyle told him that I was really messed up last night. And did I do anything stupid, Joe? Because I don't remember doing anything
I don't
stupid.
think so.
I
also
saw
don't-
you pop up for a quick cameo on someone's Snapchat,
Yeah, I
and
saw
that was
that
about
too.
it.
Who?
I don't remember. It was either Joe or Kyle or someone. It was someone at that
Robert,
party
maybe?
last night.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Either way,
I don't think I follow
last
Robert.
night was fun.
Yeah. So anyway, we're drinking a beer, and I have two things up here because I brought another beer we could try after
cool.
this one that we could talk about at the end of the thing.
Very good.
But this is a beer that Cam brought us from Hand Brewed beer company
Yeah.
in Chatsworth, California. No one knows where that is unless you live out here.
Established 2014.
Yeah, 2014. So they've been around for what now? 5 years almost.
Yeah, 5 years.
And this is
Math.
called the Chatsworth Try Stout.
Yes.
And that's what we're drinking now.
Chai Stout.
Chai Stout. Now we've been kind of sipping on it a little bit through the podcast. Now, what do you guys think? Because what's interesting to me is this almost has the bitter taste of like a coffee stout, but I don't think there would be coffee in this. It must be from the tea.
When I talked to the guy, he told me it was just from the brewmaster. It was just a regular milk stout that they brewed with ginger, allspice, and star anise.
See, I just taste the ginger. That's all
So
I taste.
chai's not even in it. They just use spiced flavor profiles from a chai.
The spices from the chai. Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting.
But
And
there's no tea in it.
but what's super interesting is it's a milk stout and it's this bitter.
Yeah. And I
Which
think
what
that's
would make that? Because the ginger wouldn't make it. It's the allspice that would make
It's
it.
probably the actual like the spices, like the toasted spices.
Yeah.
Ginger is a bit pungent, so
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
normally
not
not
bitter though.
bitter.
It's more got a little bit more of that weird kind of horseradishy heat.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
I'm
like
not
when
a
I
big fan
drink
of this beer.
ginger tea, you feel like your throat's burning while you're
Yeah.
drinking it, not
No,
because the
that's
water
just,
is really
that's just effing
hot.
birthday cake.
That's from effing birthday cake. Yeah, that too. That's crazy. So the Chatsworth Try Stout is a 6.5% ABV. I don't know what the IBUs are because they didn't say. Did they say
They
at the
didn't
brewery?
write on the tag,
They didn't
but
write
they
it on
have
there.
it on the marquee there.
Okay, so I'm assuming this is probably somewhere in the 20 to 30 IBU range because
Yeah.
it's got a little bit of bitterness to it, but it's not like an
not
IPA
overpowering.
bitterness. No, it's like stout bitterness. It has a 3.68 rating from 114 people on Untapped.
How much?
So 3.68. So that's pretty good.
Out of 5.
Out of 5, yeah.
Yeah.
Not terrible.
Not bad.
Out of
So-
20.
So
Out of
it's
20, yeah.
mediocre.
It's yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say that's mediocre. I would say that's like a B, just a straight B, not plus minus
Yeah.
B.
Which on
Really?
the grading
A 3
scale,
would be a B. Pretty sure like a 3 would be a C.
2.5.
3.68.
Oh,
2.5
I guess
would be a
it's
C.
closer to a 4.
Yeah,
Sure.
2.5 would be a C. Yeah. If that's not how that works, because a 50% is an F, and
Yeah, but this is like such a small scale.
that's true.
right?
It is a
Like,
small scale. So yeah, that's what we're drinking now. It's pretty good. If you live out in this area, go check out this brewery. If you have a hot passport like me, you get one free beer when you buy a beer, I think. So I'll have to go check it out and
What
do
is-
that.
what is
Also, yeah,
Yeah.
Camp's got a little thing.
Also, I host trivia there every Tuesday from 7 to 9 now. And everyone in there is super nice. It's a really cool crowd. So if you're local and are looking to check out some trivia night on Tuesdays, go to Hand Brewed Beer.
Yeah.
And they have
What-
a bunch of good stuff on tap.
What happened to Lincoln Hops? Because weren't you doing it there?
Yeah, so Ryan from Trivia with Buds, my boss, who's been on this podcast a bunch of times, he got a new employee, and this place is closer to my house, and so he just switched me over there.
Cool. Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice for you that you don't have
Yeah,
to go as far
I
there.
don't have to go to
Yeah,
some.
people, you should go. You go over there, chat up Cam. It'll be worth it.
It is. Chatting
Yeah.
me up is a blast.
What are
He's
the
a
other
chatty
places that you do trivia at
I do trivia in Chatsworth at Hand Brewed. I do
on Tuesdays?
on Wednesdays, my home brewery, Pocock Brewing Company.
Yeah, we're the
Shout out
champs this
Pocock.
week.
Yeah, you
We
guys
got
are.
first place.
We sandwiched it. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did. And you know what our name was?
I saw like the most pubes of my life,
Our name was, and I saw like the most pubes of.
and I chuckled harder
Yeah,
than anything.
you
And-
did the
but-
cadence of that every time you said our
Oh,
team
yeah, I
name
had
too.
to.
Which
Yeah,
is
it was perfect.
disappointing because we still didn't even get the extra points for being the favorite team name.
Well, yeah, I knew you guys were gonna win.
Yeah, we had a team of about 12 people.
Yeah.
What was the favorite team name that week? What, do you remember?
I gave one to Fish People because they're a group of people I used to play Dungeons and Dragons with, and my character's name was Fish Person, and I was a social justice warrior that was like all fish. And so I would always be like, "Yes, you only can learn this kind of stuff in fish school," and say all this stuff. So it
So-
was essentially me when I came back from
So
high
did the Shape of Water just steal your D&D character?
school. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
And I would give everybody high slimes instead of high fives.
Nice.
All right, Cam. Here's a would you rather question.
Okay.
Wait.
Would you rather?
All right. Would you rather be a mer person where the top half is fish and bottom half is human, or bottom half fish, top part human?
Bottom half person still want my penis,
Yeah, penis is more important than mouth.
and I can still breathe underwater.
Yeah,
breathe underwater.
Penis
have a
kisses
penis.
better than mouth kisses.
Agreed.
What good is the penis? No one wants to do anything with you if you're a top half fish.
There's so many people that would probably be into that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Have you heard of Japan?
They'll
I have not.
they'll do you. Cam, they would do you and then eat you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
The
fine.
best of both
Yeah,
worlds.
right, yeah.
There-
It's like that episode of Futurama with the death by snoo snoo, like when their pelvises get crushed
Oh, I
to
don't
death when they die.
remember
Yeah.
It's
I love when they go to commercial one time. It's like death by snoo snoo, and you see like Fry and the other guy like the smiling sad face, smiling. Sad face.
and then they show all the corpses on the wall, and like their pelvises are shattered, but they're all smiling.
This sounds insane.
Yeah, they go to essentially go to like the Amazon, and there's all these big Amazonian women that need men to reproduce.
Yeah,
and so
it's called
So
Themyscira.
it wasn't the
Yeah.
website.
Yeah,
Wow,
so-
you remember? That's impressive.
Did you remember that?
Themyscira? No, that's from Wonder Woman. That's where all the Amazonians are from.
And so
Themyscira.
then they sentence them to death by repeated sex with these giant women, and so everyone dies just by their pelvis shattering. But they're so happy because they're just been.
It's a good way to go.
Yeah, it's the best way.
Good way to go.
Yeah. I'd
They
like
say
that.
more cushion for the pushing, but if it's gonna
break
crush your pelvis, what was I gonna say?
gonna say sternum
I was gonna
almost.
say, yeah, I was gonna say crush
I
your
was like,
sternum.
I don't know what's going on here.
Crush your
now.
pelvic.
Sean Connery's here again.
Sean Connery with the Spelvic. I play tennis. So we're gonna move into our next segment here. Yeah.
Oh, news.
News stories.
Look how high tech we are.
We're so high tech
Welcome
here.
everyone to the 3 o'clock news with Jordan Z. Zeiliger,
My,
Jabubloob Cubus, Matt Money Malador, and that other guy.
Gregor even refers to himself as that other guy. So we are gonna do some news stories here. I will start it off because I have one here that's relevant for Cam. Because Cam has kitty cats.
I do.
And I found a
that my
news
cat?
story.
I'm a kitty cat.
Oh, you have a
I know,
cat. You
that's
have cats
sense.
too. Yeah. So here's 5 ways to show your cats that you love them from cattime.com.
That's a website.
That's a website, cattime.com.
Oh,
If
dear
you're a
Lord.
crazy cat person and you don't care who knows it,
like me.
like Cam, your love for your cats knows no limits. And if you're anything like Cam or the girl from The Office that licked her cat, you want to make sure that your kitties understand how much of a special place they hold in your heart. Here are 5 of the best tips for making sure your kitty knows how you feel. First, nose to tail rubs. It's not as sexual as it sounds. It shows you're open to being claimed by them because why they rub up against you is because that's how they claim things, is rubbing their body from head to toe.
Yeah, they're sent.
I actually do
Yeah.
the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Krager does it all the time.
Yeah.
I sometimes have to spray him with a cold water bottle to get him off of me.
Jokes on him. I like it.
Slow blinks and head bonks. So cats use headbutts as a sign of affection,
Yeah.
and their head being tilted down and slow blinking shows that they trust you. Take a cat nap. Taking a nap together strengthens trust because you're both in a vulnerable state. Try some training. Cats are very trainable, contrary to belief. They say that in cattime.com.
Liars.
And they can get bored if you don't mentally stimulate them enough. So this will help build your bond and keep them preoccupied and happy.
I play chess with my cats.
That sounds
How many times have your
I
cats
love
won?
Oh, they win every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
They're so good.
All the time,
He's got to keep
every
their
time.
self-esteem up.
Yeah, he's letting them win. And then finally, learn their language. So I just imagine Cam.
Yeah, I do that. though.
Yeah. No, what this means is learning what their vocal and physical signs mean will help you know when they want to be pet, fed, or left alone. So not necessarily meowing at them, but knowing like what their signs mean that they want to do.
The headbutt thing's super funny and cute because Major Tom, the boy that's like he's kind of dumb, jumps up onto the bed anytime I'm like laying down, and he just like headbutts me so hard in the face. He's like trying to
He
be
has
nice.
so much affection
Yeah,
towards
he's
you.
like purring and he's like super sweet and his eyes are all squinty, but he'll just like. I'm like, ow, dude, it hurts.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard are we talking?
Kind of like me 24/7.
As hard as Jay screwing a pillow.
Yes.
That's a Big Mouth reference.
That's a
I
reference.
get it now.
Tune in Wednesday.
I understand. Yeah, tune in Wednesday for when we talk about that. So does anyone else have a news story, or am I our sole news anchor?
I have one.
Oh, you have a good
Take it
one.
away,
Cam.
Cam.
Yeah, I've got
Cam
one
has
from
a really good one.
I've got one from Huffington Post because I'm super liberal and I'm probably the only one that reads it here.
Is Huffington Post supposed to be liberal? I don't know anything about news or politics. Literally, my wife and I just had a conversation about, do you actually know why the government was shut down? We're like, I don't know, something about schools and a wall or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they wanted to put up a school for walls.
Yeah, a school for walls.
So they
Yeah,
could learn.
exactly. Yeah.
That's essentially what working at an all boys school is a school for walls. So here's the headline from Huffington Post. It says Universal Orlando now has a butt-naked troll that farts glitter at guests.
Ooh.
And then
How
right
do
here
we
it
get
says
this?
Florida theme park takes interactive to a sparkly new level.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, so there's a video here that I could show you guys of this.
I'll try and find it and throw it in the
Yeah.
podcast.
There's probably going to be an ad. Oh, there's not. So here's the naked butt troll.
Oh my gosh! Literally had sparkles come out of his butt.
This is terrifying.
So I gotta ask.
Did you hear
So
that
I gotta
scream in the
ask. So
background?
in our time living now, people are freaking out about like, baby, it's cold outside, but we're cool with a naked troll
Farting. glitter.
farting clouds of glitter at young children.
Krager, it's because it's fabulous and you don't understand.
I do not understand.
if it's a mythical creature that's doing it, it's not 1, rape. It's not 2, gay, and it's not 3, an alien.
Yeah.
So
do you-
America doesn't have to worry about it.
Wait, what do you mean mythical? Trolls aren't.
No, sorry, man. I know there was a whole movie that you thought was a documentary about them.
Oh no.
Trolls: The First Rise.
It's like Smurfs.
Emerging from the primordial ooze, the humble troll.
Dude, I'm surprised trolls are still a thing. Weren't they like in the 80s? Is when
Yeah,
the
and they were
trolls
gone forever. And
Yeah.
when my sister was collecting them when she was a little kid, like we would have to go to thrift stores and weird stuff to find them.
I guess-
And then now they're back.
Well,
I
that
guess it-
movie came out.
Well, that movie came out, and I guess it brings a certain shock value that they have to be farting glitter to be relevant again.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane.
Do you
They've
guys-
always been naked, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like a gem
Yeah.
in their belly.
Yeah, gem in their belly and, like, Ken doll down there. Like,
Yeah.
don't know what gender they are.
Yeah. Smooth.
Kind of like me.
They identify
They
as
got the
smooth.
smooth.
Do you guys remember Monchichis?
Is that
That
like...
sounds
Is that what you
intriguing.
call your
Is that
gen-
like
is that what
the
you call your
Mex-
genitals?
This is going to be a joke only for people that live out here. Is that the Mexican version of Chi-Chi's Italian
It is.
restaurant?
Yeah, Monchichis.
It's Monchichi's.
Monchichi was
Come
like
on,
It's only
GGs.
open on Mondays.
No, it's when you go and that you go to Chi-Chi's and they give you the wrong order. You're like, come on, Chi-Chi.
Monchichi's.
Monchichi was like this like really creepy other like troll alternate that looked like scary little dog babies. They look like that.
Oh my word.
What
Yeah, these
the
are terrifying.
What
Oh
the
my
heck
goodness.
is that?
If
Yeah.
one of those in my room,
So
I wouldn't be able to
I
sleep.
want a Monchichi live action film. I'm gonna
Okay.
direct it, and Joe is gonna star as the lead Monchichi.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Krager's gonna
What
be.
do Monchichis
I'm gonna
sound
be the
like?
I'm gonna be the bumbling
sound like
Mr.
this.
Magoo Munchie.
Yeah, Monchichis probably sound like this. I don't know, but that's the sound I'm gonna make.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That-
this baby one
that
is
was weird.
terrifying.
That is not cool.
No, don't like that at all.
No.
Those are weird. Monchichis.
Yeah, Monchichi.
Oh, okay then.
Mongoloids.
I've never heard of this.
I've never heard of that either.
I've
it's
heard
kind
of
like
Chi-Chi's.
yeah, the restaurant and the anatomical area.
And yeah, and the fun part.
Yes, boobs, Krager.
Oh, guys, there was a Monchichi cartoon in the 80s.
Oh, I know what we're doing next week for the Wreck My
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh, man, this is scary.
All right.
I'm
Anyone
out.
else have a news story?
I mean, it's not terribly large news, but I guess like most people I talk to didn't know about it.
You mean like my cat article?
Yeah, okay.
It's not largely big news.
So everyone remembers, when Weezer did the Toto
Yeah.
Africa remix. Well,
Oh, we talking about the Teal album?
I just found the Teal
You just
album.
found it's been out for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, but I hadn't heard about it or anything. I just
Yeah.
found out about it, and it is amazing.
yeah, I hear it's
what-
really, really good.
What's your favorite cover on it?
The
Teal one.
No, God. Shoot. Give me 1 second.
He hasn't listened to it that much.
No,
Mine-
I actually, because it's only half an hour, and at work I don't like to like fumble with my phone.
Yeah.
So I just let it go through like 3 times. So
Yeah.
it's an album 3 straight times. It is. I can't remember the name, but I have it right here.
Joe, you have it on your phone too.
yeah, I
Yeah.
thought you said it was.
Mine's the.
Wait, let me see what
is it,
songs they
Mr.
have.
Blue Sky or
That one was good, but it wasn't Mr. Blue Sky.
Mine was the No Scrubs cover.
No
Oh
Scrubs.
no, mine was it was a tie between Sweet Dreams of These and Happy Together.
Oh, yeah.
They
those
have
were
Happy
good.
Together
Yeah, it was
and
really good.
Stand By Me and Billie Jean. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
so for everyone at home, if you're too lazy to open up your phone, it is Africa by Toto. Everyone wants to rule the world.
Bye.
Don't know.
Is that Huey Lewis? Is that Huey Lewis?
Tears for Fears.
Oh, it's Tears for
Yes,
Fears.
it
That's
is
what it
Tears
is.
for Fears.
Sweet Dreams are made of this.
Bye.
Eurythmics.
Eurythmics.
Thank you.
Yes.
Take me on.
Take on me.
Uh-huh.
Take on me. I have dyslexia.
Take on me.
That's good.
Happy Together. Paranoid.
Wait, Happy
Happy
Together.
Together. Bye.
Stop asking.
Beatles.
Oh,
No, they're not the Beatles.
Wait, what's Happy Together?
Aren't they like?
They're
I
more
thought
like
it was so
I think it's by the Rodents.
together.
Happy Together is by.
You can see me love
The Turtles.
Nobody.
Yeah, the
Oh.
Turtles.
Why did I think that was the Beatles? Did the because the
You just-
Turtles
you just
and the
picked a
Beatles.
different
I
animal,
picked
yeah.
a different animal.
Then Paranoid.
Bye.
Stop.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Black Sabbath.
Okay. Mr. Blue Sky.
Bye.
Stop asking
I don't know
me.
this
I
one.
don't know.
Hot Dog Hero.
I actually don't know.
Continue. It's by
Hot
Hot-
Dog Hero. That's a band. Dear
no,
Lord.
no Scrubs. You're
Bye.
gorgeous. Opal.
TLC.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
TLC.
And then Billie Jean
Bye.
by
MJ.
Michael Jackson.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Mary Jane.
and then Stand By Me.
Bye.
The Police, right? No, that's
No.
stand. That's too. Don't stand too close to me. What's stand? Who's Stand By Me by again?
Boom, 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 boom.
Doom, 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 doom. This would be by.
In the night, is gone.
Put on the red light.
Benny King.
Yeah, Benny
Oh,
King.
Benny King.
Hot jazz.
Nice. So yeah, that's the Weezer. That's the Weezer thing.
It's pretty good.
No, it's really, really enjoyable.
Do you know when Black Album's coming out? The new one they've been working on?
It says
In
releasing
1992, when Metallica released it.
No, they're doing a Black Album,
Yeah,
which is
Are they
supposed to-
really?
Yeah.
If it's not,
That's
if
racy.
it's not all Metallica covers, I'm gonna be sorely disappointed.
No, it's not. It's supposed to be going back all the way back to the Blue Album roots, which I'm really excited for.
Yeah, there's 2 songs out for it already, and
Are they good?
I haven't listened to them yet.
Okay.
But it's supposed to be coming out within a month, I want to say.
I've been burned by Weezer so many times.
Yeah,
They were my
Weezer's
favorite
up and
band
down.
forever.
Is it like a cigarette, cigar? Like, what are we talking?
Oh, Blowtorch.
Oh.
Did your
that's
sweater come undone?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cigarette gets
if you
exciting
want,
now.
just
Yeah.
pull the thread as
Yeah.
you walk away. You
Yeah.
can destroy it.
Hey man,
Did this happen in Beverly
been
Hills?
so
Lying
good,
on the
man.
floor. Lying on the floor.
Do me, do me,
I
do me, do me.
done.
So yeah, those are news stories.
I do
Yeah,
have a
it's
news
not
story
really
for
a
you.
perfect situation.
This perfect situation.
What are you doing with your
Love
nose?
goes down the
Itchy,
drain.
Gregor.
It's from the hash pipe.
Yeah.
Hey guys, can you remind me of your name again?
Is it Buddy Holly?
My name is Jonas. And
Say it isn't so.
And my name's Buddy Holly.
yeah, you look just like him.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of more. Guys, I really need
the world
some,
has turned and left you here.
Yeah, I really need some wax for my Surf America. Okay, keep going.
Teal.
Yeah, crab.
Crap, yeah. Have you guys been to that place, Pinkerton?
Oh yeah, it's a cool place.
All right, I do have a news story for you.
What's the news story?
As you know,
Do we?
last year, 2018, was the last tour of Warped Tour.
Yeah.
So they said. I thought I saw something.
However, this year would mark the 25th anniversary of Warped Tour, so there
They
is
can finally
actually
legally get a car.
a couple of concerts.
Are
so there's going to be
Those greedy little bastards.
I
five,
know.
There's going to be 5
Lying
Warped
to
Tour
us.
concerts.
So essentially, it's kind of like Taste of Chaos or something, where it's like a smaller festival.
Basic. I don't even know if it's
Back
even
in
going to
the
be
day.
considered like a festival.
Oh, okay.
So there's 2 dates here in California, which are July 20th and July 21st.
Where?
Mountain View, California. Which
What?
is in San Jose area.
That's a random place to do it. All right,
Like,
where
why not
where in
Ventura?
SoCal?
None.
No SoCal?
Those
Yeah.
are the only 2
What?
California dates.
Yeah, no SoCal. where,
SoCal is like
skate punk was
synonymous
invented.
with
Yeah.
Warped Tour.
No SoCal at all.
What's the other California one?
They're July
the 2
20th
dates in
and
Mountain
View?
21st.
Oh, in the same
both in
location?
Mountain View.
What
View.
the heck?
So it's just 2 days in a row.
Well,
Yep. And
My
then
friends-
June 8th, it'll be in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, so
we
close.
we can make that one.
Yeah,
I have family that lives there.
wreck my road trip.
Yeah, we could stay at their house.
We're not driving to Cleveland.
No,
Why
Mountain
not?
View.
Why not?
Oh, okay, yeah, Mountain View I can do.
Yeah,
that,
wreck
yeah.
my mountain. Wreck my mountain.
Wreck my Mountain View.
June
Just
29th.
stand in front of you.
June 29th and June 30th, it'll be in Atlantic City, Georgia, New Jersey. Sorry. And there are no information about the bands that are playing. That actually
What?
will be announced March 1st.
Okay.
But the
Early birthday
biggest
present for me.
rumor about it,
My Chemical Romance.
Paramore.
Oh.
Oh, Paramore would be cool. But it would be cooler if my chem got back together for this tour.
If Paramore is, I'm going.
All right,
I've already
we're going to
seen-
Cleveland, guys.
I've already seen them, so it.
Yeah, you have, but that's fine. She hasn't seen me yet.
And that's what it's all
You
about.
don't know that.
Well, we also
Sure,
don't
she
know if it's
stalks my
actually
Instagram.
going to be Paramore. We'll
Yeah, but if
find
it
out
is-
in a couple weeks.
Brick by brick, Cam is going to rip this down and go to this concert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're not doing any more of these references. We're moving on to a new section now. That's news stories.
Yeah,
we
you
have
could
a
say
new.
I have a crush on
Yeah,
her.
you could say that.
Dude, that's misery business.
yeah.
Yeah, but
it-
for a pessimist, I'm pretty optimistic.
You think trying to think
I'm
of
trying to
more?
think of another one. You guys are so funny. You're the only exception.
That's all I was going. I like that song a lot.
Yeah, it's a really great song.
Yeah, it's okay. So we're moving on to the next one.
I definitely
here.
made out with a girl to that song at the concert.
So you had
Was
some,
it Haley Williams?
You had some hard times.
At Ridgemont High?
That's
Fast Times.
Hey, both happened. Hard and fast. Boom.
Hard and fast.
That was the porn
Just how
parody.
they like it.
All right, so we're moving into our next segment. The next
Wow.
segment is Things to Ponder.
This is an interesting song.
I imagine this is what I would listen to if I got high and pondered about things.
I feel like this is the song that would be playing if we decided we were gonna like rob a bank.
I was
and
about-
Yes!
Ocean's 11
I was
style.
Oh my
about to
gosh,
say,
it
this
is like
sounds
Ocean's 11.
Ocean's 11 or Italian Job.
That's
Yeah.
so funny.
Or
All
maybe
right,
Snatch.
so
Let's just make a hybrid and call it Italian 11 and see what happens. Or Ocean Job. which
Ocean
sounds
Job.
way weird.
that sounds like a really weird
No,
sex
we'll
game.
get
We
11.
should definitely call it Ocean Job.
We'll get this 11 Italian men.
Yeah.
That will be the
That's it.
tagline for Ocean Job. 11 Italian men
And
on
one
the ocean.
and one Krager.
And one finger. All right, guys. So here's our things to ponder for this week. First thing, why doesn't glue stick to the inside of the bottle?
Ooh,
Maybe it has to do with the oxygen. In
I
air
think
or
it's
something like
magic. So the next thing, the last thing here is: do Roman paramedics refer to IVs as fours?
Yes.
And those are your things to ponder for this week. Yeah.
I think one of my favorite pondering questions is if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound?
That's not really a pondering. That's just like a.
It's
It's a
like-
philosophical
yeah, it's a
question.
philosophical question.
It's kind of like, is water wet?
Well, no, it's more based on like the definition of sound, because sound is something or noise.
Well, one of the ones
your,
that may pop
yeah.
up in a future one is if there's a speed of light and a speed of sound, why isn't there a speed of smell? My farts have a speed of smell.
We've all experienced
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty bad. Okay, guys,
Cam is the accelerant.
you know what time it is. It's that
time is
time
that?
for us to be
Yeah.
stoked on things.
Oh, we're stoked on stuff.
Yeah. Stoked on stuff.
I had this trailer that I saw that I had to tell you guys about.
Stoked on this. Stoked on this.
Stoked on this.
Yep, so we're stoked on stuff. I'm going to start
and
off
that.
because I have a few things I'm stoked on.
Cool.
The first one that was our pondering.
Oh, nice.
And there's our stoked on.
Thinking.
Yep. Ding.
Thinking.
So the first thing I'm stoked on, you guys know who Moon Knight is?
So I can't even make a joke.
So
Is that the,
you
yeah,
can't
the
make a joke
villain-
without being racist.
The villain to,
No,
for
I
Gay Man.
couldn't make one about like an actual like knight that just shows his butt to people. That's all I was gonna
That
say.
sounds like it would be in
A troll doll that-
no,
An
White
Adam
Splitter?
Sandler movie.
No, what's the flying circus? Monty Python. Yeah, it sounds
Yeah.
like it'd be a Monty Python thing.
Thank you for thinking I'm more clever than Adam Sandler.
Yeah. So Moon Knight is it's technically Marvel's answer to Batman back in the day. He's a
okay.
superhero. Well, he doesn't have a lot of recognition, but Caden Butera just made a short fan film, a Moon Knight short fan film about a week ago that came out, and it's really, really good. It's on YouTube. It looks very noir. It's slow, but it has a really awesome fight scene at the end.
Cool.
And it's very, very violent, so viewer beware. I'm going to put the link down in the description, but if you don't like violent fight scenes, you're not going to like this. It has Watchmen vibes to me. Like, it looks very Zack Snyder-ish in how it's filmed, too, but, like, in a good way. Like a noir way,
Like
rather
it looks
than,
like he used to direct porn, but now he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly, just like that. And then there's a post-credit teaser with his arch nemesis, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's all about that. It's just it's cool to see a superhero that no one really knows exists to come out and have like a really fun short film.
Yeah, I'll totally watch
Yeah,
that.
so that's good. Second thing, Twilight Zone ad during the Super Bowl came out with Jordan Peele, which was amazing. Super excited about that. Third thing, cool new Arrow episode just came out last week. It was filmed like a documentary, which is the first time in a long time that I've actually been excited for an Arrow episode because it looked really cool.
Arrow kind of did the whole Smallville thing where like it was amazing for several seasons, and
Then it
then
died.
it turned into like a really like boring soap opera.
Yeah, really bad. But this episode was really, really cool.
My issue with Arrow was I started watching it and I was watching it on Netflix and I was multiple episodes in and every episode is an hour long, so it took like
Yeah.
time. And so I was like, man, I
Yeah,
gotta
kind of how
Time
goes.
happens.
Yeah,
Time
so
keeps
I
on
was-
slipping.
slipping into the future. Okay, anyways, yeah. So I was like, man, I must be a good chunk into this show. Look at it, I'm barely at the end of the first season. It was like, are you kidding me? I haven't even made a dent in this show yet.
See, I kind of like that though because I get bummed out when I blow through stuff too quickly, like
He
cocaine.
hates,
yeah?
he hates blowing.
like cocaine.
Yeah.
So,
No, but the problem is Arrow also falls victim to like every CW show where it's kind of the same thing for 6 episodes, and then there's an episode where it's cool, and then it's the same thing for 6 episodes, and then there's an episode that's cool. So it does kind of suck because then you got to sit through 22 episodes, but only like 6 of them you care about.
The one thing that got me through it is CW is impeccable at picking really hot women in their roles.
And hot dudes.
Yeah.
Man, have you seen Stephen Amell?
Yeah,
That
that's a
guy,
good-looking
I
man.
would let him salmon ladder all over me.
What is
Yeah,
salmon ladder?
Yeah, it's that thing where he like holds it and like goes chunk like
Oh,
up to the
that
next
thing.
bar with the bar and like you swing your body and everything.
Like what you see
Sorry,
in
my pits
America
are probably sweaty.
Ninja Warrior. Or whatever.
Actually, what's really cool is speaking of Ninja Warrior, Kyle's cousin. I follow on Instagram. I saw her like it's really random, but her and someone else did a simultaneous same like
Oh,
two
wow.
people on the same bar doing it.
That's
oh,
cool.
that's
was-
got to take
it was-
a lot of
it was really
coordination
cool.
to do that. I don't
Yeah.
know why I did this for coordination.
Coordination.
People, I always assume people just watch the video of this. They don't get that joke if they are just listening.
How many
Sorry.
lifetime views do we have on YouTube?
7.
Oh, on YouTube we have like 800 on YouTube, and we have
Hey.
10,000 something now on
Download-
just
audio
audio.
download.
By the
Yeah,
way, which is crazy. I can't believe that many
I know.
people
I'm surprised we hit
listen
that
to us.
So
milestone.
thank you. Tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends.
yeah.
And then I saw Ryan hit 200,000. I'm like, you idiot, you bastard.
He's
You-
also been doing it for a long
I know,
longer.
and he's way more popular than we are
And
right
his
now.
episodes are a lot shorter.
And
That's
they're
true
every
too,
day.
and they're every day. True. We're coming out with a round table every day.
We're just gonna release
I've actually
it in 10
never
minute segments.
Yeah.
I've never seen a single episode of Arrow.
Well, you're not missing too much, honestly.
Okay.
Like
I mean,
it was
the
cool.
first season was
well, no,
pretty good.
it was cool when it started because it has all these spin-offs now, like Flash and
Mm-hmm.
Legends of Tomorrow, and that's kind of cool. You know what? That deserves. I have a cam laugh.
That's good.
You also have me in the background.
Yeah, you're in the background too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has all these cool spin-offs now, but honestly, I would say at this point, I'm only watching it because I've invested about 5.5 seasons of my life into it, so I'm literally just watching it now because I've invested so much time
Yeah,
in
you're
it.
like emotionally invested.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever. Emily Brett Rickards, I have a huge crush on as Felicity, so I'm just going to keep watching it.
No, would
I
you
have a
rather-
huge crush on the actress who plays his sister. She is Howat.
Thea?
Yeah.
I don't remember what her name is.
How do you spell Howat?
Howat.
HAWT.
Is that like some dude from New York?
Isn't that just hot? Howat is like HAWEUGHT. Howat.
Howat.
Don't be so houty.
Yeah, don't be so howty.
Howty Towty.
Don't be so howty tout.
Why do I feel like we turn into Frodo? Howty Towty? Or like whatever
Is
they
that
are.
how Frodo sounds?
No, what is he? He's a hobbit. We turn into hobbits.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Howty Towty.
You remember when Frodo just looks at Gandalf and goes, howdy touty?
That's my favorite scene.
That's the best. It's like
Speaking
it's
of-
right after they smoke weed.
Yes, speaking of Lord of the Rings, have you guys heard about the Endgame runtime?
What does that
No,
have to do with
no.
Lord of the Rings?
Because Lord of the Rings
100
was the longest.
180-minute runtime. Three
a
full
3 full
hours for
hours.
Avengers Endgame. That's Lord of the Rings status. That's more than Lord of the Rings. Like,
I'm
and they're
actually surprised they're not breaking it up into 2 parts.
well, the thing is, they're joking about putting an intermission in because they did it for freaking Gone with the Wind because that's a 3-hour movie. But they're joking about it. But I'm like, no, you really should because I'm gonna have to pee halfway
I'm
through
gonna
this
have to pee
movie.
too.
Like any 2-hour
great.
movie, but the last 30 minutes, I'm squirming in my seat. So
See,
I need an intermission
Then
for a 3-hour
you have
movie.
poor planning.
No,
Just
it just
dehydrate
happens.
yourself.
I have to pee every 2 hours.
Jordan
I can't help it.
is a peak physical specimen.
I
he needs to
am.
hydrate to keep those muscles.
I'm like a
going.
microchip. A speck of dust just throws everything out of alignment.
That is like the most accurate thing I've
That's
ever
from,
heard.
Par-
in my
that's from
entire
Parks
life.
and Rec.
Yeah,
I
it was
totally
like- it was
stole that.
amazing
Yeah.
But it
reference,
still is
yeah.
like very accurate.
Speaking of Parks and Rec, I went down to this Pasadena City Hall this weekend.
saw that.
I had
Yeah.
no idea
Instagram.
that was.
Oh
from-
yeah, yeah. That's why we specifically went out of our way to go over there and see it because we knew it was closed
Yeah.
on the weekend, and we thought we could get a good picture. But then America's Got Talent was doing auditions there, so we weren't allowed to get in front of the freaking building.
Talent,
so
my
it's,
ass.
it's
Yeah.
not in Pawnee,
You have a
Indiana?
talent.
No,
Yeah.
Pawnee, Indiana doesn't exist actually.
It's not real.
Is anyone
Oh,
else
it's
stoked on
just,
anything? Because
it's
I got
just
one more,
Eagleton?
but I
Yeah,
don't want to
I'm-
take over this whole segment.
Yeah, I'm stoked on something. You want to go first, Craiger?
Well, you go first.
Oh, thanks, man. That's really nice.
If you steal it, I will end you.
I am the title.
And then
holder.
after Stoked on This, we're going to take a
God.
beer break
Collusion.
and get a new beer, and then we're going to finish up this show and take a dump and then do our next show.
Sounds good.
Cumulative dump in the
so
corner.
I'm stoked because I play a lot of tabletop games. I play a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. Play a lot of that kind of stuff. And
Did you ever play
It was in
Warhammer?
my mouth.
I did. I played.
Yeah, that was the
Warhammer.
only one I ever got into.
Yeah, I played
40K.
Warhammer. I played Fantasy.
Oh, I played 40K.
Nerd.
Yeah. Hey, I like aliens and space things.
And I like, and actually, you don't like medieval.
No, I
fantasy.
don't like
He
fantasy type stuff. So that's why I never really got
I'm,
into the tabletop
I'm
games.
convinced it's only because he gets stressed out thinking about having to live in those times.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
100%.
squalor.
100%. I need technology. That's why I like sci-fi.
I need toilet paper.
I need toilet paper.
Like,
and I need Netflix.
Jordan and Bill
episode
and Ted's
sponsored by
Excellent
Netflix.
Adventure would just be like,
Seriously. It would be. I'd be like, so crates. Let's get back to the future, man.
That was a really good 2 different time travel movies reference at the same time.
totally
No, that's Bill and Ted.
Does he say "Get Back to the Future"? Man?
Oh, I don't know about. He says we want to get back to the future.
excellent.
I was just going so crates.
Yeah.
So I got invited by a couple of my friends, Gianna and Corey. They're dating,
Nerds.
and yes, very much so.
Tiffany.
They love playing tabletop games, and so Corey got a brand new one that came out recently.
Cones of Dunshire.
Yes, that I played and I am in love with now.
Uh-huh.
It is a storybook
don't you
style
marry
game.
it?
I want to. It is a storybook style game where you play as stuffed animals that come to life and defend a little girl from nightmares.
Interesting.
And-
That is interesting.
This
Yeah.
sounds like the next Pixar movie.
Yeah, and so it's called Stuffed Fables, and it's an
I love the name.
It's an adventure book game, and so you read it, and it's like written like a bedtime story.
Yeah.
as you
Oh,
read.
that's super cool.
But based on the events you trigger throughout your gameplay, you go to different parts. So there's 7 different variable stories.
So it's a choose your own adventure, technically.
yes,
But it's also tabletop, so you have characters.
yeah. So you have characters and figures, and then
Are you competing against each other?
no, you're competing as a team, and like
Against the nightmares.
like D&D against the nightmares, and all the little figures for the monsters are so scary. Like they're
Yeah.
like weird baby dolls with like spider legs, or like creepy monsters like that have like stitching all over them with like a meat cleaver.
No
Ooh.
me gusta.
And like
Interesting.
your weapons are like rusty scissors you find in the kitchen, like all this stuff.
Not
But-
just scissors, rusty
yeah,
scissors.
But my favorite part about the entire game is that every single pronoun is a female pronoun. So it's geared for young women to play, because what adventure game is there for little girls to play?
Yeah,
and it's
it's
like
true.
it's a badass little game where every single person is a her or a she or something like that, and you're
Nice.
all working together.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of a tabletop game version of those video games like Limbo, and I forget what the other one was, where you're like going through the nightmarish scenarios
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything. Like,
little stitch,
yeah,
little, like yarn.
Unravel.
not the yarn guy. No, Limbo, and there was one other one called like No
Limbai?
Sleep or something. Limbai, yeah, Limba.
Yeah, F that.
yeah, this is one.
Oh,
of those,
dude, that's creepy.
It's one of those spooky figures.
Do you get to paint them?
You can, but they're little gray plastic, and this is the character I played last night. Her name is Flops, and she has
That-
a plunger. She's a plunger archer.
That is the coolest thing
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah, they're so rad.
Can
They're-
you shoot flaming plungers?
You can, but you can also shoot
That'd be some.
You can
Poopy
shoot
plungers.
like freaking pencils, and it's called Good Old Number 2, and then like you fire pencils at like bad guys.
Dude,
The
like
plunger
that.
guy
It's
has
called-
that's
the good
so
old
cool.
number
No,
2.
good old number 2. I love it. I love it. That's so cool.
Dude, it's so
That's
fun.
awesome. So everyone go check it. What was it called again?
It's called Stuffed Fables,
Stuffed
and you can get it
Fables.
for $47 on Amazon. So
wow.
it's a good sized game with a bunch of different components and a bunch of.
How
really
long did
cool
it take?
fighting.
About like a few hours to finish
It was
a
about
quest?
it was about an hour and a half for
Hour
one
and a half.
storyline.
Cool.
Yeah.
The 76ers just beat the Lakers 143 to 120. That's a lot of.
That's some basketball.
That's a lot of points.
That's some basketball.
That is basketball.
That's a lot of points.
All right.
But,
Anyone else stoked
yeah,
on something?
I have something.
Yeah, you said you had something.
Yes, the Pet Semetary trailer
Yes.
just dropped.
Super creepy.
Have you seen it?
Well, it's the second trailer that dropped.
Oh yeah. Well, trailer number 2
Yeah.
is really cool.
It's
looking.
better than the first
good
one.
old
way
number
better.
2.
Good old
Good
number
old number
2.
2.
Dude,
Yeah.
so freaking good. Like the
Yeah.
kids look so scary in this.
Is there a cemetery in it?
There is, and it's for pets.
That's weird.
Yeah, and it's spelled really weird too.
How do they spell pet?
Semetary.
Q43.
Q43 Semetary. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Joe, you got anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I have one more thing going off of the horror film trailers. Did you guys see the new Child's Play trailer just came out a few days ago?
No.
Okay.
Love
Well,
Chucky.
so here's the thing. I don't know how to feel about it. One, Aubrey Plaza's in it.
I don't have
so
Love
her.
I love Aubrey
Love
Plaza.
Aubrey
Yeah,
so much.
she's so
Excellent.
good. She's the main reason I love Legion. Like she's so good in that show. But I'm not
Have
quite
you seen
sure.
Safety Not Guaranteed?
I have seen that. Yeah, a
That's
long
one of-
time ago.
That's one of my favorite
yeah.
movies with her.
It's a super weird indie film.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
so,
amazing.
who was it? It wasn't Jason Bateman.
No, it's the guy from The League that is
yes.
like the
who
league
plays
commander.
Pete?
Yeah, he plays Pete.
Yeah, he plays
Oh,
Pete.
okay,
That's who it
okay.
was. I knew it was someone that I.
I've
yeah.
heard of this movie.
It's
yeah, no,
really
it's
good.
Super weird indie film, but
it
I
was
liked
actually
it.
really random. I was on Facebook and I saw a video someone put together 13 minutes of her on like Letterman and like Jimmy Kimmel and like Conan O'Brien.
Stalkers.
And, like, and her, but like it's all her interviews and you're like, oh my god, she's like the most like awkward funny person.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh, my
totally.
She's like the way she answers questions like purpose. I'm like, why are you doing this?
The
like,
character
it makes you so uncomfortable.
The
but it's
character
awesome.
she plays is kind of like an extension of her personality. I feel like.
Which is why it's a good character.
Yeah, exactly.
I
But
want to touch her hiney.
Yeah, Joe,
All right.
Joe has a huge lady.
he wants to chill in her plaza.
Yeah,
so
buddy.
Ooh.
I don't know how I feel about this trailer because they're going. It seems like they're going away from the doll being possessed by an evil spirit, and they're going to more like a technology thing. Like, so it reminds me more of like toy soldiers. Like, it looks
Yeah.
like in the storyline all because they're these little. They're called little buddies, I think, and they scan the person and they're supposed to be able to talk to the actual kid by their name and like learn their personalities.
Okay.
But I think what's going to happen is they all go haywire and try and kill everyone.
Oh, what a surprise that AI is
But
scary.
exactly. So I'm like, so you're pretty much doing Terminator meets Toy Soldier. So
Yeah.
I don't like that. I like
that's
I like
weird.
how Child's Play and Chucky was like the evil, crazy
possessed-
murderer dude
yeah,
that possessed
doll.
the doll.
Yeah.
Like, so if they're gonna go away from that, I'm not sure I'm gonna like this movie. But we'll see. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll see it. But before we get into our random question, let's take a little bit of a beer break and
Sounds
try our next IPA. And
break.
then we'll do a random question. We'll talk about the beer. We'll do trivia, and then we'll get to the end of this episode.
Dope.
And break.
Weed is tight.
All right, so guys, let's try this beer out now that we've taken a beer break. And
What
we
is this
poured it.
one?
So this one is called Billy Hayes here, Double IPA.
That is awesome.
by Artifacts Brewery.
Does it
Yeah.
does it have cocaine in it?
It does have cocaine in it. Yeah. So it's a double IPA, double hazy IPA, New England from Artifacts down in San Clemente, California. Which it tastes a little weird after drinking that stout to me right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's almost like drinking orange juice after brushing your
It
teeth.
kind of reminds me of Emergency.
Wow, that's actually kind of accurate.
So
Orange juice after brushing your
I
teeth.
will tell you guys this. When you drink it, the first beer, it tastes pretty good. Like I had the other 3 of this 4-pack that I bought. But right now it is tasting a little strange because that stout we had. Now, what I like about it is it has a very Citra taste to
It's
it. Which
very
is,
does.
Yeah, which
It-
is
it
what I like
reminds me
about
of-
my IPA.
Very
Kind-
smooth finish.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of Emergency.
A little bit, yeah.
It doesn't. The thing I like is like once again I'm gonna be the IPA hater on this entire podcast going forward. But
Dark Cloud.
when I smell this, it just smells like orange juice. It doesn't smell as like piney and gross as
No.
most of them.
Yeah, which is good because I'm not a huge piney beer fan myself.
Yeah, it tastes
with
like they
IPAs.
know what they're doing
Yeah.
with hops rather than just throwing.
So I'll
them
give
in.
you a little bit of a background here. It's 8% ABV, 52 IBUs. It has a 4.04 rating from 793 ratings in Untapped. I gave it a 3.5. Oh, hey, and if you want to see, if you
it'll
want to see
get
the
you
bottom
drunk.
here, so on the bottom of the can where the stamp date is of when they made it, it's not super fresh. It's October 30th of last year that they did this, so it's a little bit on the end of its date. But
There's
it is,
a pocket pussy on it.
yeah, no, it says
there's a
R.I.P.
pussy.
Maze. It just says "Rest in Peace, Maze" on it for Billy Hayes here. So
that's cool.
Yeah,
Billy
that's
Mays
nice
here.
of them. So that someone on Untapped gave it a 4.25 and said excellent. But I like this person because they gave it a 4.75 and they said, I don't think I've had one single bad beer here in L.A., which is cool that someone
Yeah.
came to L.A. and they enjoyed all their beers they had
It
here.
was about Louisiana, right?
Yeah, Louisiana, because we're in Louisiana. Savannah, Georgia, Louisiana.
I like the name.
Yeah, the name. The name is
Artifacts?
the reason I got it. Because
Yeah.
when I went to the brewery when I was down there in October, I asked him, hey, what do you have canned right now? And he told me two things. I forget what the other one was. And this one, he said, Billy Hayes here. I'm like, Billy Hayes here.
That's like how I pick out wine. It's either gonna be like a cool label or
Yeah.
a cool name.
Now,
Yeah.
It says a New England IPA.
It's a double IPA. Yeah, so
I
it's
am Ron Burgundy?
technically a double IPA, or more actually what it's called an Imperial IPA is technically a double IPA.
Right.
I don't
So
believe
it's a
you.
double.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's how also I pick my teams that I root for. It's just their costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Costumes.
Costumes.
Not
yeah.
uniforms.
Yeah. Their
Costumes.
costume change.
Exactly. That's the beer. So we're moving into our next segment here after talking about that beer. This is the random question.
Random.
That reminds me, you guys hear they're doing a Shaft movie with Samuel Jackson as Shaft?
I haven't watched the trailer yet, but yeah, I like this song. This song's very fun. It's good stuff. So here's our random question, guys. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
If you
Was that the
could-
question?
Are you ready for this? All right, we're done with the segment. If you could wedgie any historical figure, who would you pick?
Where did you find this?
Because
photo?
we love furries here on the Wreck My podcast.
Oh,
That
no.
doesn't
There's a
look
furry
right.
getting
That
a
does
wedgie.
not-
Is that from DeviantArt?
You know how hard it was
I don't know,
to
but
find.
the very last one.
Yeah, you know how hard it was to find a wedgie picture to put up here that wasn't just some crazy anime of like a big busty chick with like
Yeah.
a thong on.
What's wrong
It was
with that?
nothing wrong with it, but I thought this was more adorable.
You're flirting the line between adorable and anime porn right here.
Well, you know what?
God.
I do have a whole folder on my computer called hentai. So
And it's just never mind. I don't get a good joke for that. Just keep going.
The joke was there. It was self-contained.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on. Is that a ghost wedgie?
Yeah.
yeah, it is a ghost wedgie. Yeah, this person made evil spirits mad. Anyway, so who would you wedgie?
Scary Movie 1.
Now, remember, guys, it's got to be someone after the 13th century because underwear wasn't invented till the 13th century. So otherwise, you'd be getting a handful of butt hair if you tried to wedgie someone before that.
That's a fun fact. I didn't know that
Yeah.
about underwear.
Yeah, 13th century. So who would it be?
Man, there's a lot of people.
Eleanor
I know.
Roosevelt.
Why?
She's a saint.
It's like Mother Teresa. You do too much good. I hate you, Wedgie.
Oh, man.
He's just like, he goes up to Eleanor Roosevelt, nerd.
Freaking nerd. You duplicitous taint. That's a good question.
I know, that's a good question, right?
Honestly, like, I just keep thinking of little Nicky and Hitler in the maid's outfit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shoving an
Like,
entire pineapple up his butt.
My
Yeah.
first thought when I read this question was I went straight to Hitler. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, who wouldn't you want to give a wedgie? Like, Hitler's
like,
the
well,
one you would
I'll have to
really
Yeah,
It's
like,
like-
if
it's
we
like-
take
no,
Hitler
it-
off the table.
Yeah, we got to
'cause,
take
like,
Hitler off the table because everyone would give him a wedgie.
it's like when you get a hype gas, but you're like, oh, this must be what Hitler thought. you know?
Yeah.
You know, one person that I think
Oh my God.
Cut that out, please.
Nope, that's there.
No.
Good thing the Holocaust was made up, right, Krager?
Yeah. Too bad Krager didn't
think
say
that?
that.
People do
David
think
did.
that.
David, our guest, said
Yeah,
that
yeah.
joke.
David, why did you pipe up now?
Yeah. Tone it
Get
down,
outta here, David. David. Yeah.
Coincidentally, David's last name is also Krager.
Yeah, David Krager. Yeah, so we refer to both of them as Krager. Krager 1 and Krager 2.
yeah.
Speaking of Krager, my phone, whenever we're in, like, I'm in my car and I want to text you guys, or like we're in our group chat, my Siri is set to like the Australian female Siri, and so it'll be like Krager sent you a message.
That's
His name is
awesome.
Krager.
Yeah,
Yeah, first name
Krager.
Krager.
last name Krager.
Okay.
But yeah, but it's Krager.
Krager.
What's up with that?
Oh, I want to give James Cameron a wedgie.
Ooh, that's a good one for Cam because Cam hates James
I
Cameron.
hate James Cameron.
James Cameron, get on this podcast. Let's have it out. Let's have a duel.
Yeah, and whoever wins the duel gets to give someone a wedgie.
All right, I like it. A
And
ghost
so-
wedgie.
And yeah, ghost wedgie. And I have ghost tattooed on my right arm. So
That
I'm
is
going to
true.
give James Cameron a wedgie with that arm.
Love
You
it.
know, I think I have two answers for you, actually.
Ooh.
First one, is it malicious just because I just think it would be funny? But to give Chris Farley a wedgie?
Oh, that'd be
Oh,
funny.
that
Like,
would
it'd
be
be
funny.
hilarious.
Because I feel like he would do something funny with that.
Yeah.
He'd be like, Tommy don't like wedgie.
That was a really good Chris Farley, Jordan.
Yeah. But who's your second one then? You said you had two.
Probably Nicolas Cage.
Oh, Nicolas Cage is going. So he would do a funny face when you gave him a wedgie.
I know him. We can set this up.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I'm sorry.
Because you're friends with
His brother.
He's got Coppola. What was it?
Yeah, Christopher Coppola is
Yeah.
his brother, and he's my mentor. So
Very nice.
yeah, I also know Jason.
Why don't they
Schwartzman,
have
which
the
is amazing.
same last name? Anyway,
Coppola.
Yeah,
Coppola.
I can make it happen.
yeah.
Can we get Nicolas Cage on the podcast?
Yeah, probably. Actually, probably.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I probably could.
If you give him any amount of money, he will do any project, obviously.
Yeah.
If we've learned any,
$5.
yeah. Here's a gift card to Cold Stone.
And he'd be like, I love ice cream.
Ice cream's best.
So
Why'd you go to Christian Bale Batman?
No, that's exactly what his brother sounds like. Him and his brother sound identical. So he'll be like, Mr. Molitor, I was really thinking that we should get together and like make this movie. That's what he sounds like. It's so weird.
I loved you in Ghost Rider.
So weird.
Thanks, man.
Could we have him on, but he could be gone in 60 seconds?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I still love him in the Lord of War.
Lord of
Like
War is a
the
great
only
movie.
Lord of
I
War
like
is
of
a
his.
Lord
really
of
good
War is a
movie.
great movie.
Raising Arizona. He's amazing.
I've
in
actually never seen Raising Arizona
seen
because
that
that's a
either.
Coen Brothers movie,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
I
I
actually
haven't
was
seen that
just
one yet.
listening to Dak Shepard's podcast, and I think he had Jason Bateman on.
Who's my favorite?
Jason Bateman is great, but he
Love him.
plays the same character in everything.
And
It
it's
might have
perfect.
been
Yeah.
him. I can't remember who exactly, but they're talking about how like Nicolas Cage and the Coen Brothers don't get along.
Oh, yeah.
because
because
that
of
movie.
Raising Arizona?
Because
yeah.
it wouldn't up being a great movie, but like they didn't like what he was doing because he wasn't sure what they were doing. So it's like miscommunication, not trusting each other, create a bad relationship that still ended up in a good movie. But like,
Yeah.
he
It was
doesn't.
probably because all the coke he was doing, and he wasn't able to cooperate.
You
There's
keep
2 times in a row, Krager.
dropping all that stuff, Krager. All right, Krager, who would you wedgie?
I'm gonna need more time to think. You go.
See, because here's my problem is I went straight for Hitler, too, and I'm thinking of it like as people. You guys went funny, which is like good. I didn't go funny. I went who deserves
Who deserves to be
Who
wedgie?
deserves a wedgie?
James Cameron deserves a
James
wedgie.
Cameron does deserve a wedgie.
Yeah.
You know who I would give a wedgie to, just because I think that he needs to be brought down a peg? Tom Brady.
Tom Brady deserves a
Tom
wedgie.
Brady deserves that guy probably never got wedgied in high school, and I think getting a wedgie
That's actually a really
would
good
bring
point. He
him
probably
down a
has
peg.
never gotten a wedgie.
Yeah.
He needs to experience one.
Right, and then he could readjust his
I
wedgie
don't-
with all 6 of his
I was gonna say I don't know if I could pick him up though to give him a wedgie with 6
I just
rings.
thought of a good one. Well, I have a tie for 2 that just popped in my head just because of their reactions. It would be either John Gruden
Oh, that'd be a great one, too.
or Alec Baldwin.
Ooh,
Alec
Baldwin.
Baldwin.
Because Alec Baldwin, he's a feisty dude. Like you might get
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Dude,
makes
Alec
him
Baldwin's a
exciting.
good pick. I
Yeah,
like that.
As much as I love him, he's a total loose cannon. in a
Oh
day.
yeah. I think all the Baldwins are.
Yeah.
All what? There's 20 of them?
Yeah, 34.
Yeah, there's
His,
so many
his
Baldwins.
daughter is Howat. And she's,
Howt?
and
She's married to Justin Bieber.
Yeah, she's married to the Biebs.
All right, guys. It's about that time.
Oh, it's this time.
It's this time. Cam is our reigning champion.
Coin operated boy sitting on the shelf.
Always doing the
Why do you have
dance.
to back up every time?
Always
you do
doing the dance.
Come to life.
So Cam is our reigning champion.
Yes, I am.
He's coming down to the ring right now. We have 2 competitors in the ring for a triple threat, no disqualifications, no holds barred, falls count anywhere match.
I'm changing. I want to give away to Cam.
All right, so this is the part of the podcast where we do trivia to see who gets the belt. Is Cam going to defend the belt, or is Krager going to win the belt back, or is Joe going to get his first title reign in WWE history? WWE stands for Walk With Everyone Here at the Table. And
WMP history.
WMP history. Wreck My Podcast. Yes. So, because it's relevant, Valentine's Day is this week, guys.
All right.
I'm doing 5 questions on Valentine's Day trivia.
Let's do it.
So you call in with your name. First person to get the most amount right.
Do you have multiple choice for these?
There are
questions?
multiple choice.
Okay.
You're allowed to call in before I give the multiple choice, but I will not read any further than what I've read when you call in. So
I like
play
it.
the game. Either live dangerously or live non-dangerously how I live my life. All right. So first question, guys. It is worldwide about how many million roses are given each year on Valentine's Day? Is it 38 million, 50 million, 62 million, or 75 million? Krager got it.
A.
38 million is incorrect.
I was going to say 50 million.
50 million is correct. I don't know why I'm doing the movie phone voice. You have picked.
Dude, that's a reference only for people our age.
Yeah,
No,
seriously. You have
seriously.
picked When Harry Met Sally.
No one knows what movie phone
All right,
is anymore.
Cam's got 1 point on the board. Ding. There's
Yeah,
the board.
That was a coin going into my
Valentine's Day. All right,
operation.
number 2, guys.
System.
Cupid, the symbol of Valentine's Day, also a hot dog franchise, is the son of what Greek god? Zeus, Poseidon, Venus, or Mars? Kreger.
Venus.
Venus is correct.
Yeah.
1-1. When did Richard Cadbury invent the first Valentine's Day chocolate box? 1600s, 1700s, 1800s, or 1900s? Joe.
1800s.
1800s is correct.
Yeah.
We have a
Ooh.
3-way tie.
Yeah, we do.
3-way. The
Happy
name,
Valentine's Day.
Happy
It's a
Valentine's Day. The name. My hands are kind of shaking right now. I don't know why.
It's because you're nervous because this is the title
That
on
is
the
the
line.
title. I know. I'm so nervous for this title being on. the
We
line.
need to get Madison here so you can start joining in on these.
I know. I'm trying to think of a way where I could do it.
Maybe what we should do is the person who comes in last has to host it.
Maybe, because the way Jason and Mindy do it on their podcast is that they have the person who won has to do the questions next time, but then you never get to defend your
Yeah,
title.
no, that's the whole
That's
point.
why I said
Yeah.
the person
So
who comes
I think
in
from now
last.
on we may not do trivia. We may just play like an N64 game. And whoever
No,
wins
I
that.
like the trivia. We should either
I
get
do.
someone
We'll
to host
figure
it.
something.
Okay.
We're just on episode 2. We're still working the kinks out.
Yeah.
Is that racist?
We're on the big deuce.
Yeah.
No, I particularly like the kinks.
Yeah, me too.
So number 4, guys. Oh, I probably shouldn't let this down, huh?
I can't see that. I'm
The
blind.
name Valentine is derived from a Latin word meaning what? Valor, vapid, vacant, or vixen?
Kreger.
Kreger.
D.
Vixen, no.
A.
Valor is correct. And Cam pulls ahead, 2-1.
Yeah,
2-1-1.
yeah,
That's the
yeah.
number you call when you want to talk to Jordan.
Uh-huh,
It's
2-1-1.
Very last question, guys. Either someone's got to tie Cam, and then we'll go into a sudden death round, or Cam's going to win. 60% of America's red roses are grown in which state? Cam.
California.
You got it! How did you get that?
Yo, I'm Californian until the day I die.
Whoa.
Agriculture for
The
days.
Rose, I would assume because the Rose Parade.
Coin operator
Cam is our
boy,
champion.
Sitting on the shelf. He is just a toy, but I turn him on.
And he's rolling into the bathroom.
Automatic joy. That is why I want.
You made it all the way to the point you can't go any further.
Operated
So
boy.
that is Cam winning for the second week in a row. He defended
Title's
his
where it
title.
deserves to be. In my house, over my shoulder, 24/7. I'm going to shower with this baby tonight.
So Cam has proven he's not like Sasha Banks. He can actually defend his title.
Yes, I can.
And sorry, Sasha, if you listen, I love you still. We're moving into our very last segment now, guys. This is the last segment of the show. I hope we're not running long. I don't know because we took a break. This is the segment, Video Killed the Podcast Star.
Ooh.
Video killed the podcast star.
That was
so,
the very first music video that
yes,
MTV showed.
MTV. That's true. So guys, remember I showed you that video at the beginning when we got together here.
Oh, yeah.
Of Neon Genesis Evangelion. Now, listeners may remember a few months ago on Stoked On This, I said, hey, Neon Genesis Evangelion is my favorite anime, and it's coming back to Netflix, so you can watch it all in HD soon. That's happening spring this year, so check that out. But Neon Genesis Evangelion has a really cool anime intro that has a catchy song with ridiculous like anime stuff going on. Now my wife found this video last week and she sent it to me because we're watching Twin Peaks right now. And someone had the time and the audacity to make a Twin Peaks Neon Genesis Evangelion mashup intro song. So I'm going to show this to you right now,
Okay.
guys. And you guys saw the original, how like the anime goes.
Yeah.
Now this is the Twin Peaks version of
Okay.
it. So here we go.
残酷な天使のように少年よ神話になる青い風が胸のドアを叩いても
Yeah.
私だけをただ見つめて微
So weird.
空を抱いて輝く少年よ神話になれ
And then the cat.
Yeah,
at
the
end.
cat.
I don't know.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that was
I
amazing.
can't tell if I want to start watching Twin Peaks now or if I really don't.
I already told Cam.
But-
I don't know how I feel about
Well,
Twin Peaks.
I have two things to say. One, like it's really it made me think. So the main actor,
Yeah.
it's
Kyle
really
Kyle MacLachlan.
McLaughlin. That's how you say it.
it's really funny how like whenever you see an actor or an actress or actor, whatever they call themselves, if whatever you see them in first, that is always your impression of them.
Yes.
Like, for him, it's the bad guy in the live-action Flintstones movie.
oh my
no
gosh,
way.
you're right.
I forgot he's
I
in
totally
that.
forgot that too.
But also, it's like it's a close second to him being the captain in How I Met Your Mother. Like,
Yes, I always remember him as the captain. in
For
How I
me,
Met Your Mother.
he's the mayor of Portland, in Portlandia.
Oh, is he in Portlandia?
Yeah. Or he's Special Agent Dale Cooper.
Yeah. I love him as Special Agent Dale Cooper.
Perfect
Actually,
character.
Such a good
Actually,
character.
I could send you something on Facebook. We could watch it right now. Someone did a Jurassic Park Fyre Fest.
I saw that.
documentary.
I saw it on Facebook.
That one.
yeah.
Cam, did you see it?
No, I did not.
It's like
Can we play it for
We
him?
could play it real quick.
That would be hilarious.
For all our audio listeners, if you want to check this video out instead of just listening to this video, the link is in the description. I'll also throw in the Fyre Festival Jurassic Park. Yeah, so that is this episode 2 of Around Table. Yeah, so thanks, guys. I'm going to play us out real quick, and we're going to do the plugs real fast here. So you can find us on all major podcasting apps and YouTube. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at RecMyPodcast, or shoot us an email at recmypodcast@gmail.com. Rate, review, and subscribe, all that good stuff. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/RecMyPodcast, where you can support us financially. Ryan, Buds, and Cole Fenn of Cole Fenn Enterprises, they are our Patreons, so join them in giving us some money on that platform. If you don't like us enough to be a Patreon, no worries. You can still support us financially by going to recmypodcast.com and clicking the Amazon link at the top of the website. Anything you buy kicks us back a little bit of money on what you purchase, and you don't have to pay anything more. Thank you to Ben from Petrified Gumbo Music for making that amazing Stoked On This song. If you need any composition done for your podcast or show, hit him up. He has a weird name, but amazing music. Main episodes come out Wednesday. This week is going to be on Big Mouth Valentine's Day special. And we also have Around Table, this show, come out every Monday. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you to our listeners.
Thank
Hoi
you.
hoi, sushi fish.
Do you like ATM?
Breaking the rules, taking Tylenol PM in the AM.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's a sploosh for our viewers at home.
Oh, nice. A good. We should mic up the beer pours.
Oh.
Where's the Foley mic?
Hang on.
That's kind of like a Foley.
I guess I could do the tele, but I could go glug 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 glug.
I think you could hear it even
Yeah.
without the glug.
That beer says glug. It's pretty cool.
Ty.
Yeah, that's good. So I was telling them, because we have a new segment where we watch like a video at the end of Around Table. I
Okay.
need to give you guys a referential video before we watch that one. So remember I told you about Neon Genesis Evangelion, that like
Yeah.
anime that I love and everything? So this is the intro to that show. So I'm going to show you guys that so you'll be able to get the joke later.
Can we also comment on the fourth video down with
What is
Bane with really big eyes?
The what? Oh,
Bane.
Bane? Yeah. The Dark Knight Rises pitch meeting. I don't know what that is.
I don't
Screen
know,
rant.
but
It's hard to take the opening of anime seriously.
Oh, yeah, I know.
All of them.
I love this one because it flashes through all 4 of the main characters real quick. It's really funny. It's all about like little kids that have to control these giant robots to stop big aliens from destroying the planet.
Oh, that's pretty
Interesting.
And
So
only
it's-
kids can control them.
so is Pacific Rim.
Kind of. Pacific Rim pretty much ripped off this.
Pacific Rim Jr.
Yeah.
That's some rapid cutting.
Oh, it's so much rapid cutting when it gets into it. It's crazy.
Epilepsy.
Have you
Yeah.
watched the
Whoa,
animation
whoa.
Godzilla on Netflix?
I haven't yet. I want. It's on my list. I ended up binging all of Big Mouth in 3 days.
Good man.
So,
My
yeah.
man.
That's
Okay.
That's that for your reference later.
Yeah, I totally understand what's
The
going
opening
on
where it
there.
says Gen X or whatever, it looks like it's a freaking like pharmacy commercial.
It does, yeah.
Like Gen X. Shit harder.
Now this one's been out for a minute. Have you guys seen Dragon Prince?
No.
You're a
Which
Dragon
one's
Prince.
Dragon Prince?
It's on Netflix.
is also
It's
a
only
safe
one
word.
season. Dragon Prince, and it's made by the creators of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh,
sweet.
cool. Yeah, I like that.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like that show. That's a good show. Terrible movie. Great show.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
it's just about like dragon footprints.
No,
No, you're thinking of Dragon Tales.
Dragon Prince.
Oh man,
yeah.
what was the thing they said to have to go to Dragon Tales World?
Oh, I don't remember.
Does it sound? Does all the levels sound good to you guys in your headphones?
Yeah.
Because
Hello.
mine are like a little bit quieter, so I just want to make sure it sounds good on the
Yeah,
other
it sounds good to me.
headphones.
yeah,
Okay.
I feel like we're pretty good.
Yeah, we're pretty good. I can hear all three of us pretty well. You sound a little.
I'm quieter.
Yeah.
But see,
Actually,
when
I feel
I'm
like you're loud.
when I'm talking right now, it's like peaking here
That's
and
because
there.
you talk. I feel like I can hear you more just talking right here than through the headphones.
Oh, well, whatever.
Oh
I can't do any voices
You just
on
did
that show.
like Lola's really well.
Me?
my god!
Oh yeah, I can do that one kind of because it's just kind of dumb. But
You
yeah.
have to try hard, Jordan. You'll get it done.
I want to build a bigger album. That's what I want. I want to build an album.
I don't even know what he's talking about. If it wasn't for the subtitles, we would have no idea.
Except you did it backwards. It's gotta be like that way.
The jokes are so good. We'll get into it when
Yeah,
we
it's
talk
amazing.
about Big
Yeah, we
Mouth on the
will.
episode.
We'll
But we're
get
gonna do a
into
round
it.
around table first. So yeah, we will start drinking our beers in a sec. We'll drink them up until the beer review, and then we'll talk about what we think of them and
Cool.
everything. So I'll bring us in with the music.
Weed is tight.
I have to blow my nose.
This episode has been brought to you by Hand Brewed Beer, established 2014 from Chatsworth, California.
Also, we have a new sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. Santa Cruz Sperm Bank. You wank it, we bank it. Call us at 661-949-8787. Thank you. Come again.
SCV's Minute Clinic is taking free donations of rusty needles that you keep in your butthole. Come on down and we will take your butthole needles and put them in a jar. We'll take that jar and we'll give it to your mom for free. It's our Valentine's Day special. # needles for moms.
Nana. Needles for Nana.
Hashtag edible arrangements.
Oh man, me and Madison saw this small little like terrier dog when we were down by the LAFC stadium last night
Tifty.
or yesterday, and we wanted to go get it and take it home because it looked like it was just like struggling on the street, but it ran away and we couldn't find it. We were so sad.
Aw.
We're like, damn it.
Maybe it ran home.
Yeah, we were hoping that we're like
It was a terrified
someone.
terrier.
Yeah, someone was gonna pick it up. All right, so
Really? That's what does it for
That
you?
was stupid.
yeah, Cam likes really witty jokes or stupid jokes.
Yeah, there's no in
No,
between.
no, nothing in the middle.